What is preventive detention? What constitutional safeguards are available to detenu against preventive detention laws? Ans. Article 22 of the Constitution provides preventive detention laws. The object of preventive detention is to prevent a person from committing a crime and not to punish him as is done under punitive detention. Preventive detention has not been unknown in other democratic countries like England and Canada, but their recourse has been had to it only in wartime. The legislative capacity of Parliament or the state legislatures to enact a law of preventive detention is, however, limited to clauses 4 to 7 of Article 22, which lay down a few safeguards for a person subjected to such detention. The scheme of these clauses is to classify preventive detention in 3 categories, viz. A. A preventive detention up to 2 months, provision for which may be made either by Parliament or a state legislature. In such a case, no reference may be made to an advisory board. However, Constitution, 44th Amendment Act, 1978, has substituted a new clause for Clause 4, which now reduces the maximum period for which a person may be detained without obtaining the opinion of advisory board from 3 months to months. The detention of a person for a longer period than 2 months can only be made after obtaining the opinion of the advisory board. B. Preventive detention for over 3 months subject to safeguard of an advisory board consisting of persons qualified to act as High Court judges. No person can remain in preventive detention for more than 3 months unless the board holds that, in its opinion, there are sufficient cause for detention. The Supreme Court has held in Puranlal Lakhanlal v. Union of India, AIR 1958 SC 163 that the advisory board's function is not to determine the period of detention but only to determine whether the detention by itself is justified. C. Preventive detention for over 3 months without the safeguard of an advisory board. Such detention is possible if Parliament prescribes by law the circumstances under which, and the class or classes of cases in which a person may be detained for over 3 months without reference to advisory board. Parliament may also prescribe the maximum period for which a person can be detained in cases B and C. This provision, it has been held, is merely permissive and does not oblige Parliament to prescribe any maximum period. Further, Parliament may by law prescribe the procedure to be followed by an advisory board in an inquiry under Clause 4. The following safeguards have been provided to a detenu. 1. Grounds of detention must be communicated. Article 22, 5, gives the right to the detenu to be communicated the grounds of detention as soon as possible. The detaining authority making the order of detention must as soon as possible communicate to the person detained the grounds of his arrest and to give the detenu the earliest opportunity of making representation against the order of the detention. In Ram Bahadur v. State of Bihar, AIR 1975 SC 245, it has been held that where the order of detention is founded on distinct and separate grounds, if any of the grounds is vague or irrelevant, the entire order must fail. 2. Right of representation. Article 22 imposes an obligation upon the government to afford the detenu the opportunity to make representation under Clause 5. It makes no distinction between order of detention for only 2 months or less and those for a long duration. The obligation applies to both kinds of orders. It does not say that the representation will be considered by the appropriate government in the former class of cases and by the board in the latter class of cases. It is clear from clauses 4 and 5 of Article 22 that there is a dual obligation on the appropriate government and dual right in favor of a detainee, namely 1. To have his representation irrespective of the length of detention considered by the appropriate government, and 2. To have once again in the light of the circumstances of the case considered by the board before it gives its opinion. 3. Advisory Board. Article 22 provides that the detainee under the preventive detention law shall have the right to have his representation against his detention reviewed by an advisory board. If the advisory board reports that the detention is not justified, the detainee must be released forthwith. If the advisory board reports that the detention is justified, the government may fix the period for detention. The 44th Amendment Act 1978 has amended Article 22 and reduced the maximum period for which a person may be detained without obtaining the opinion of the advisory board from 3 months to 2 months. It has also changed the constitution of the board, which shall now consist of a chairman and 2 other members. The chairman must be a sitting judge of the appropriate high court, and the other members shall be either sitting or retired judges of any high court. The detainee has no right of legal assistance in the proceedings before the advisory board. But if the government is given such a facility, it should equally be provided to the detainee. The discretion of the board to permit or not to permit must be exercised in conformity with Articles 14 and 21 of the Constitution, i.e., it must not be exercised arbitrarily. Nand Lal v. State of Punjab, AIR 1981 SC 2041. In ADM Jabalpur v. SS Shukla, AIR 1976 SC 1207, the Supreme Court had held that when an emergency is declared and the right to enforce fundamental right under Article 21 is suspended, no person had right to go to court for challenging the validity of his detention. The effect of decision is that the court would not be empowered to examine the question of mala fide on grounds of the order of detention. In Makhan Singh v. State of Punjab, AIR 1964 SC 381, it had ruled that it could examine the validity of the detention on the ground that the order was passed with malice, or there was excessive delegation of power, or the provisions of emergency law were not followed. The court, however, held that Makhan Singh's case did not apply in this case. The 44th Amendment now provides that Article 21 will not be suspended during emergency and hence detention can be challenged in the court of law.